To help make your website mobile friendly, Squarespace automatically crops your background images to make them the correct aspect ratio for mobile. However, depending on the content of this image, you may not like how Squarespace has cropped it, and no matter how you adjust it, you're just not finding one that suits your needs. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca Grace from Rebecca Grace Designs, and I help you make beautiful websites in Squarespace. Today in this video, we are going to be looking at how to change that background image to a completely different image that you've prepared specifically for mobile. Let's jump in. So here I have a Squarespace 7.1 site, and I have a background image in my first section. And when I switch over to the mobile view, you'll see it crops that image off in order to make it fit the aspect ratio of the section on mobile. So before we jump into the code, there's a few tips and tricks I want you to try to see if you can avoid having to code a separate image for this. The first is I strongly recommend for background sections to not include your face in the background. This is because it can be very hard to make this look nice on mobile. So even if you were to create a separate image for mobile, chances are you're going to end up having text over top your face in some sort of size, whether that's, tablet, on an iPad, on a phone, on a different responsive sizes, you may end up having text over your face. So I generally recommend avoiding pictures with your face unless it's very zoomed out and you're just kind of in the background versus a headshot or a close-up of yourself. I don't recommend having for a background. The second thing is if you look at the background of the image, so I click to edit the page, and under Edit Section, Background, you'll see this white circle. That tells you where it's going to zoom in or crop on mobile. So right now the focus is right in the center. It might be that you can just drag this over in order to have a different focus, and maybe you can find a focus that works well on mobile so you can keep the same image here for mobile and desktop. But if you have tried the mobile focus and you're stuck with the image that you have in the background, you're like, I just need a different image to display on mobile, then this is what you're going to do. First, you need to prepare your image. So create an image that is specific to the mobile device. So maybe crop that image how you want. You can create it in Canva, let's say, but you're going to prepare an image that's specific to mobile. There's no set size for this because it will greatly depend on how much information you have in this section. You notice this section doesn't have a lot of information. So when I switch to mobile, the image isn't super big. It's not super long. And so I can use, maybe here is a 1000 by 1500 or 500 by 1500 image that will work for this particular size. If this section has a ton of text and you'll see that the image, the background image kind of goes way down here, then you'll have to create an image that spans that section, or I suggest coming up with an image that maybe has a pattern or will look okay if it is stretched nice and long to fill everything. Otherwise, you'll end up with some white gaps. So your first step is to prepare your image. You'll have to play with sizes to see how it fits your particular section. And you'll also want to make sure you're naming it and choosing a file size that works well for SEO on your site. Once you have the image ready, we need to upload it to your site. So you're going to click on Asset Library, Add New, Upload Files. Click on the file you've prepared and upload it into your asset library. Once it is uploaded, you're going to right-click on the image and select Open Image in a new tab. And on that tab, you want to delete anything in the URL after the name of your file here. So you'll notice mine was mountain mobileview.jpg. So this question mark and back, you want to delete and press enter. If you've done it right, the image should appear, but it will be the full image. It won't be an image that's been condensed or resized by Squarespace. It will be your original image. It should have a really good quality here and not be blurry. Okay. Then just keep this link available to you in the tab because we're going to use it later. So your next step is to add the CSS. So you're going to go to Website, Website Tools, Custom CSS. Now, if your CSS has changed or your menu looks different, then what you can do is push the backslash on your keyboard and it will bring up this search bar and search CSS, and you'll see the custom CSS page pop up. Now, I've provided 2 different code snippets on my blog for this. One if you have just a regular background image, and a separate one if your background image uses an effect. So if you've added an effect to the background image, you'll have to use the second CSS that I have provided. You're going to copy and paste that code right here. And then there are 3 things we need to edit. The first is the collection ID, which tells the code which page we're trying to target. I like to use the Squarespace ID Finder Chrome extension for this. So I click on it and it will bring the collection ID of the page up. I'm just going to replace hashtag collection ID with the collection ID of the page. Then I need to tell it which section on that page I'm trying to target. So in my case, I'm targeting section 1, so I'm going to keep this page section nth of type as 1. But if you are targeting a different section, you'll need to count down your sections and then change that 1 to match. So if I'm doing this section here, then it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would change the 1 to a 5, for instance. So you need to change the 1 to match the section you are targeting. And finally, we need to put in the image URL. So you're going to click on the tab where you have the image saved and copy the URL at the top. And then you're going to paste that here where it says image URL. Make sure you keep the quotation marks and click save. Now, sometimes you might also need to reload this frame in order to have the CSS apply nicely. And what you should see is you have your original image on desktop. That hasn't changed. But when you flip over to mobile, it will have the new image that you have loaded. Now, depending on the size of the image that you've used, the aspect ratio, you may find that you have some white space underneath the image, that it doesn't fill the whole height. This code is set to fill the width, and then the height kind of auto adjusts depending on the aspect ratio of your image. If you want it to fill that whole section, you can either play with the aspect ratio of your image to get it to fill as much as you can, or underneath background size here, you can set this to be background size 100%, 100%, and click save. Again, you may need to reload this frame just to see it apply. What that will do is it will set both the height and width to fill 100%, so it will stretch your image out. If your image is super close to it, you might not notice much of a difference, but if it's not, your image might look a little bit funny. And so you'll kind of have to play with the aspect ratio of the image and whether you want it to fill 100% of the width and height. If you have a super, super long section, and that's why I suggest having some sort of pattern versus an image where it's a bit more obvious that it has stretched the aspect ratio. You can also set this to background size auto 100%. And again, if I reload my frame here, what this will do, it will set the height to be 100%. The width will auto adjust so that it's not stretching your image, but then what will happen is the sides will crop a little bit, which is, what we were trying to avoid in the first place. So you'll have to play with, again, the aspect ratio and whether you want the width or the height or both to fill up 100%, depending on the image that you've chosen and how much information is within your section. So for me, for this image, I'm going to do 100%, 100%. It will stretch my height a little bit, but not enough that I think will be super noticeable, that, you know, it will work for this particular section. I could also play with the width of this image a little bit and crop a little bit off of the sides so that it fills up and has a better aspect ratio for this particular section. And once you're happy, you're going to click Save and you're done. Now that your backgrounds are nice and mobile friendly, check out this next video where we talk about what size your images should be in Squarespace.